Chicken update. This rooster was so nice and now he's not so nice. But last night I closed the coop door and left him locked in and got out here early this morning and cleaned out the coop. The top had, it's bad. A lot of dead limbs have been falling on it. So I was able to get all that out, but I couldn't do it with him constantly coming at me, so they had to stay in there a little bit longer this morning, which wasn't too long. Got the water cleaned, their feeder's good, and when I let them out, I closed the door again and cleaned out the back part. All of this is from where they roost. And this thing's kind of difficult for me to, I guess it's made for someone that's not quite as tall as me. So pulling that was bothersome, so I'm going to put it into the wagon and get some more out of the inside the coop itself where they roost at night. And was in there with the rooster, and she was his favorite, or the most submissive, or however you want to put it. And even inside the coop, she didn't get any rest. He was constantly on her. So I brought her in here, let her recover, and feathers are growing back nicely. She's been in here about a week, not quite 2 weeks. But I need to get her out and put my roosting silkies. I've got one in that container, and she's been there the longest. Not quite a week, almost a week. I need to look on the calendar. Sadly, I lost 3 of my silky hens this year and another one of my mixed breeds that I've had for a couple of years. And 2 of those silky hens were roosting at the time, and a predator came in. And one time, we're pretty sure he pulled one of the hens through that, where the bricks are now. And another time it came through the nesting box door, so I got new security there. And the 3rd time we lost one, we were pretty sure it came through this. And now I'm just like, every little thing is something for me to be concerned about. But I've come in here, been trying to clean up. I really got to make another run for the silkies and let them brood more in security and away from the other ones. These 2 silky roosters get along well for the most part, as far as roosters get. This one's good-tempered, and he's been copulating. And I thought he wasn't with the black Australorps, but I saw him do that yesterday. I need to spend more time out here just watching and observing. And that rooster's just been with the silkies that he came in with. But I need to go ahead and finish making more panels and get them painted and get this area covered. I want to make a 8 by 20, 8 by whatever, 18 or 20 feet over here, and put that cover this area and just put the silkies in here, except for the white rooster, and then let these girls and that rooster have the run of this. There's a black Australorp that's also brooding, but she's in the nesting box. I'll let her be. But until I get that done, which will, you know, if I don't have any interruptions, and I have to run errands today, so there's going to be some interruptions. It's going to take me at least 3 days of just steady stuff to get all that done, painted, dried, assembled, and then a night to get these silkies and put them into the new area. But part of the errands is to pick up the stuff I'm going to use for the roof, because the tarp here obviously is failing, so I'm not going to replace this one. I want to replace it with something more permanent, or and move the feeder over to the other one, which is holding up, because this one got loose, and with the wind it just tore it up. And the other one has stayed attached, so it's still in very good shape even after almost a year. It was only a temporary thing to begin with. And, oh, one other thing. These, I had left up here. I meant to take these bus pans and put them in with my garden stuff. But what I'm going to do is, using some wire shelving that I've got that will fit nicely across these, just a little bit bigger, but it'll keep the chickens out of them when I put some wheat and oat and some other seeds in there and let them germinate and grow to where I can just go ahead and remove the lids. I'm not going to hauling them in and out. They're heavy, even though they're only half filled with dirt right now. They're heavy, even without the water. And it's slippery in there, and I've already fallen once this year in there. Not fun. So I'm going to line the insides as much as possible with these planters. I probably won't do that side since that's going to be an adjoining side, but all the exterior walls I'm going to put these containers and grow stuff and stagger planting so that they'll come to a certain size at different times, and then I'll remove the lids so that the chickens can get at it, and then put the lids back. So I think that'll work. I hope that'll work. Anyway, we'll see how that goes. I'll make another video on just that later. But it's nice to just come out here. I've not had the opportunity to pull out a chair and watch them interact and catch up on the latest dramas, see which one is his favorite. You can normally tell by the necks, but he's not tearing up their backs like the other rooster did with that one hen and is now doing with another hen. I'm going to maybe move some of the birds over there, the other birds, and see if that'll calm him down or make it worse. And if he gets worse, then stew pot. But I just can't deal with not being able to walk in there when I want to and having to deal with him coming at me. He doesn't have spurs, he's not as bad as others, but it just unnerves me. I know, country, homesteading, whatever, you got to get over that kind of stuff, but if I don't have to deal with it, I'm not going to. I'll find another rooster and I'll keep finding them, because we've had good roosters. We've had some really nice roosters. And it's just not worth it to me to have that kind of situation to deal with. But let me show you the other ones. The other Silkie that's brooding. She's got 7 eggs yesterday when I came here. There was over a dozen eggs, and of course she wasn't over all of them, so I picked out the ones that she couldn't cover, and hopefully the other hens will leave her be and not lay more eggs, because she can't help it. She's got to pull them under her. Let's see if I got the other one. Yeah, she's still in there. I don't think it's not enough light. But keeping hay in here makes a big difference, but I need to come in here and clean too. Still can't. Nope. But using the shed, this metal shed has worked out. I like it. But I do think I need to replace this door, or just leave this door open, because the way they scratch, I'm having to constantly clean out this track almost every week, every other week at the most. But I have to come in there, because a lot of times they're laying eggs, like down there in the corner and in the other opposite corner. So, and this locking up, making sure that something doesn't get through here. So I think I'm going to put a door that's going to swing out, and just put a frame and attach it to the metal, and just push this door out of the, open all the way like I've got this one. And still playing around with building another coop on this side. We'll see. Just all matter of time and energy and money to get the materials. I do not like how bad this gets when it gets wet. It makes for really dirty eggs, makes for unsafe condition for me. I've slipped in it once already. But just trying to figure out what's the best way to do that. It didn't get that bad in the other one. The dirt's different. It didn't mud up. Something, I gotta figure it out. But that's it. Lost four hens this year. The one injured from the rooster. Got three more brooding. And I've got to get going with this. I've got to change how I've got that patched over there. I've got to do the addition. It's always something. And things that's not, not originally planned. I planned to add on to this coop and put the silkies in their own area. But things didn't work out that way, the way I planned. So now dealing with what's going on with this. But that's it. Thanks for watching.